The fifth espada aims to be the strongest, focusing on the strength to break through from the front with the hardest steel skin of the espada. Nnoitora Gilga, a close-range character who uses powerful unblockable techniques to break down opponents. Contrary to his giant scythe's appearance, he has few long-range techniques, so be careful not to miss an opportunity if you don't choose your techniques carefully. His special flash attack, spiritual pressure technique 1, charge, and spiritual pressure technique 2 are all unblockable techniques, and although they are difficult to hit with a large gap, they are very powerful and can bring a big return if they hit. He is surprisingly a 2-star ease of use character, very high in attack, completely maxed out, but he has absolutely no speed to him whatsoever, extremely slow, and he has absolutely no range at all, which was interesting because I thought because of his size, his range would be at least a 2, possibly a 3, but I like genuinely I thought it would be a 2 just because it's not like a sword length. But yeah, he is a 1-star reach as well, but he is super duper tanky and he is a very straightforward character, no technique whatsoever. I mean, he's got a little bit of technique. Now I won't say whatsoever, looking at how low his speed and his reach are, but his technique has a lot to be desired. Let's go over his unique skill, Steel Skin. Taking a stance gives you a block stock. Armor is added to flash attacks and special flash attacks, allowing you to interrupt your opponent's attacks and attack. The stock is consumed by using it once or being attacked. I was mistaken when I said in my previous video that you might be able to use this to armor with his spiritual pressure technique 1 and 2. You cannot do that. That is literally only for his light attack and his heavy attack. A flash attack is your quick attack or your light attack, and your special flash attack is your heavy attack. So flash attack, once again, quick attack, which is square, and your special flash attack is triangle, and I call that a heavy attack, and it's just your normals. I honestly thought it would be a little bit more busted than this, but this is a pretty decent balance. You pretty much pop his unique skill for free. It's not on any sort of cooldown, and once you do, you get a free armor on either his quick attack or his heavy attack, and with that you will be able to just poise through whatever attack your opponent is throwing and interrupt them, assuming they themselves are not poising through your attack. I don't know why they would be. I mean, I guess you can have a character that can cancel into a counter attack. I for the life of me don't know any characters that may or may not be able to do that. You can let me know in the comments. It's really just for getting in real quick, eating whatever distance move or whatever poke that the opponent is throwing out to keep you at bay at neutral, and launching your moves to start your combos. That's how you're going to be using his unique skill. That's how I see you're going to be using his unique skill anyway. Then they show us his spiritual pressure technique 1, earth splitting decapitation. Oh my goodness. A technique in which the scythe is held up and slammed down with force. Holding down the button changes it to an unblockable technique. I'm not gonna lie, looking at this move, when you go to hold it down and make it unblockable, they honestly have a very, very long time to react. I don't know if you can sidestep this move. I know for a fact you'll be able to flash step out of the way of it. Obviously, you can't guard it, and I'm wondering if you can interrupt it with a grab, but if you can interrupt it with a grab, just move out of the way of it with a sidestep, or, you know, use your flash step to just get out of the way of it. This move does not look that good, to be completely honest with you. I know it has the unblockable properties, but to me, this move, when you're holding it down, I honestly don't know how you're going to catch somebody off guard with this, unless they're just going crazy button mashing, because you already freeze time when you pop your spiritual pressure techniques. And once you regain mobility after that time freeze, you know that something is coming. And then from Nnoitora, I guess if they don't know the character, or it's just a knowledge check to see if they're, you know, up to speed with how the character plays, or just to see if they're asleep, I guess it'll land. But it just seems that you can do literally anything to get out of the way of this move by the time you realize it goes off, because you have that time where you're frozen and it's hammering in your head, hey, come on, they're using their super move. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys can think of some more utility for it there, other than maybe a combo extender or a combo ender. But I honestly don't think you're going to be hitting a lot of people with the unblockable portion of that attack, but I could be wrong. You could catch people off guard with the range of it, with it being not super duper close, but it's still being a close range move. Then his spiritual pressure technique 2, don't be scared. Kicks up with the right foot to attack, and if it hits, follows up with a series of scythe slashes and a hollow flash. It's an unblockable technique that deals a lot of damage but has a short reach. Yeah, that short reach is crazy once again. I'm thinking the best utility for this is going to be after possibly popping a reverse, a yellow reverse to continue your combo, and then flash stepping behind the opponent while they are still in hit stun. Or you could possibly throw this out after a Keycon cancel if Nnoitora has the type of Keycon move where he flies towards the opponent. I'm assuming he would. And then when you use your Keycon cancel there, you can follow up with this move. I don't know how much damage it's going to do, but if it does as much damage as it sounds like it's going to do, especially with it being not only an unblockable, but such a short range, you could be seeing a lot of Keycon cancel soul break combos with this particular move here. I'm thinking that's going to be a lot of its hidden utility there. Otherwise, it's, once again, he does not have moves that you can just throw out in neutral. It looks like his moves are going to be things that you either tack on to the end of combos, or possibly in the middle of a combo if you have a reverse going to keep that combo going itself. So I don't know about you guys, but this isn't necessarily my particular archetype of character, so he's not super duper high on my interest tier list, but I do know a lot of people that were excited to see Nnoitora, so I'm still excited to see what he can do in the right hands. Lastly, they show us his awakening sword release, Holy Weeping Mantis. By releasing the sword and releasing the Holy Cry Mantis, its performance is strengthened. The feel of use doesn't change much, but the increased attack power makes it even more likely to turn the tables with a single blow. So this is a little bit more concise than it was in the trailer. Your kit does not change at all. I mean, I'm not going to say at all, because you do have the change in the way that your hitbox works on offense, because your actual sword changes, and I don't know if you get more hits in your combos. Maybe that's what increases the damage. He's essentially doing the same combos, but he's hitting you more times, so it's stacking more damage on top. Because maybe it's not, you know, it's not scaled, or maybe it is scaled and it's not that crazy. I don't know. But outside of that, possibly he is just getting a raw attack boost to the attack stat when he goes into his awakening. It's still crazy to me that his reach is so low, especially with that awakening in mind. I thought he would be at least a 2, like I said before, but yeah, with his kit not changing much and it seeming to be just a boost to his attack power, there's not much to Nnoitora as a character, but I genuinely think that he is going to be one of those niche characters that in the right hands, in those big evil brain gamer hands, he's gonna be scary. So his ease of use being a 2-star after going through his kit does make a lot more sense. Let's go over some comments. JC said, give me Stark and Holly Bell now. I am on the same page with you. Oh my goodness, the thumbnail that I have for Holly Bell when she drops is so fire. You guys are not ready for that. When you see that thumbnail, you're gonna be like, oh, this is, it's literally the best Bleach thumbnail you have ever seen in your life. I promise you. If you disagree, I don't care. I don't care. If you disagree, I don't care. You're not gonna get anything. Forget you. But yes, I am very excited to see Stark and Holly Bell especially. The homie N said, my assumption is that breakers will go through the Hierro as that's kind of their thing. Yeah, I 1000% agree. I think the grabs are going to be able to go through, and honestly, I don't know what all you would do other than bait it out with like a multi-hitting neutral move besides just trying to hope that his hit doesn't, or his attack doesn't hit you within your own attack. So it could be very scary. His hero could be very scary. The homie Knight said, grabbing will probably be the paper to the rock that is Hierro. Because they want things to be as balanced as possible, it would make sense every move has a rock, paper, and a scissors relationship, so a grab beating the moves that armor everything attack-oriented would be good to me. We will see, though. I think that you are right on. They also mentioned the rock, paper, scissors mechanic with the way that things work in one of the trailers, I think it was, and I think that we are going to see a lot of people trying to use grabs when they see that Hierro get activated and then getting met with his attacks, because he still does, even though he's a close range character, he still does have some decent range. So you're not going to be able to just get in really, really close and not do anything, or not have him do anything to you at all. Yeah, guys, that has been the advanced breakdown for Nnoitora. So definitely let me know if you are excited to play him, if he's going to be one of your mains. If not, who you are going to main. I am going to be up there with Kira, probably Shuhei, and then I'm gonna have to use Ulquiorra, of course. So we'll see what other characters we have left. There's only 5 more weeks. We have 5 weeks until the game comes out, people. Come on. I am going to be marathon streaming my butt off. I don't know what, order I'm gonna do things in, whether I'm gonna hop straight into ranked mode, whether I'm just gonna hop straight into the story, but I definitely know that the first wave of content coming out from me personally when the game drops is going to be a series of live streams, and then from there we will be making videos. I don't know how many days in a row we will be live streaming. Maybe it's not even days in a row, maybe it's every other day or something like that, but I know for a fact we will be marathon live streaming at least the very first day. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that when we get to that point. But yeah, I still need to make the tier list video for you guys of who I'm most interested in. I'm honestly kind of waiting to see if, there's anybody I want to add on there before I, make it and it gets outdated immediately with a brand new main that I didn't even think I might add. So maybe we just do that when all the characters are revealed. I'm thinking that with there being 5 weeks left, we're guaranteed to have at least 34 characters total. If you think they're going to pull a Sparking Zero and reveal a crazy, couple of characters we didn't expect, definitely let me know. But I'm honestly thinking that we're gonna get 34 characters, maybe 35 characters, and the 35th character is white. We have the top 3 Espada, and that only leaves 2 more spots. So let's think of this like white is a secret character, and we actually have 35. So you have the top 3 Espadas, we have Yami, and then we have either Orihime or Momo, but most likely that either Orihime or Momo is probably going to be the spot white takes up. But I'm thinking either Orihime or Momo if white is a secret, like 35th character you unlock by getting to a certain point in the story or beating the story as a whole. If you unlock white by beating the story as a whole, the first thing we're doing is running through the story mode. I don't care about rank mode at that point. White is a pretty interesting character to me, and I want to see him be able to, what he's able to do. So if that's how that plays out, it's like a Android 21 situation in Dragon Ball Fighters, and you can only get her through completing the story mode. If it's a situation like that, then we're definitely going to be busting through that story mode as fast as possible. So, I mean, with still, while still enjoying, not skipping any cutscenes unless it gets too crazy, but while still enjoying the pace, still doing the secret story missions, maybe trying out rank mode here or there. But yeah, guys, if you like that one, definitely leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. It's been real. It's your boy, Lee, the Warlord, and I'm out of here. Peace.
Fuck, I'm a gangsta. Yeah. Yeah.